Last time we talked, I was concerned over my CT scan showing a newly enlarged spot that corresponded to a lump under my breast in the skin fold area. I was scared and requesting prayer because when you have lung cancer, whether active or in remission, every new lump and bump is scary. I'm Donnie at Life with Lung Cancer, and here's my story. You face a lot of challenges, but God will help you get through them. He promised to never leave you or forsake you. So when I went to the appointment, I had to fill out all new paperwork for a new patient because I had never been to that clinic before. Then they called me back into a cold room to review the answers to the questions about my family history with cancer, both breast cancer and lung cancer. And they were surprised to see how much lung cancer I actually had in my family, which happened to be 4 family members previously before me that each had lung cancer. Before I even got to the doctor for the appointment, the lump spontaneously ruptured. So the contents actually spilled out and only a lump that was much smaller was left. And that was my first clue that the situation could be something favorable. However, I found out even if it ruptures, it still needs to be checked for vascularity, or actually that means blood flow moving through the area. That would mean that it's cancerous if that blood flow was found moving through that area. And so the doctor came in and did a breast exam, the same kind that you would do at home. And she attempted to squeeze out the contents inside of the lump. She asked what the contents looked like, and I told her it was white, chunky matter, a substance that was inside of a gel, a clear gel that looked like aloe vera gel. So once the exam was done, she sent me across the hall for a diagnostic ultrasound. Now, that's where they only look at that specific area that was in question, unlike when you go for your regular ultrasound or your mammogram, and they look at both breasts. When she did the exam though, for the breast exam, she examined both breasts to make sure there were no lumps, bumps. She even did up under my arm to make sure on both sides that there was no lumps or bumps there. Well, when I went back to the sonographer didn't seem to like what she saw. She said, "One moment, I'll be back." She left me to wonder, could it be cancer again? Would it be breast cancer? Another new primary cancer? Or would it be lung cancer, which would mean that it was metastasis and that it had spread from the lung to the breast, which is very rare, but that would be either a stage 3 or stage 4 lung cancer. Well, she came back in. She took more pictures of the area, and she asked if it were causing me pain. I was honest, and I told her only at night. She walked to the other side of the room, and with her back to me, she wrote something down. Casually, she looked over her shoulder, and she said, "It's benign. You can go get dressed." A smile came over my face, and inwardly I said, "Thank you, Jesus." As she showed me the dressing room, she reminded me, I don't have to come back until my next regular mammogram. And that's my story. Now, it could have gone much worse, but because of you guys' prayers and my prayers, I believe that God made sure that it was nothing that I had to be concerned about, and that He was not going to let me live in the spirit of fear where I had to worry about lung cancer. The next time we come back, we are going to discuss me going and having an endoscopy and a colonoscopy, because following the breast incident and scare, the next thing that came about was something leading to me having to go get an endoscopy and colonoscopy. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe, or even leave me a comment saying God bless you and God bless you. See you next time.